Have you just got out of a toxic relationship and you're having a hard time coping? Or maybe you're just having a hard time moving on. You're probably blaming yourself and saying it's your fault because maybe you think you have made the wrong decision. Well, if this is the case, continue to watch this video because I'm going to be sharing ways on how to heal from a toxic relationship. So if you've just gotten out of a toxic relationship, abusive relationship, this video is for you. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Rochelle, your relationship coach and healer, and I help people to end the cycles of a toxic relationship, heal relationship trauma, and attract love. Now in this video, I'm going to be sharing how you can heal from a breakup, how you can heal from a toxic relationship. I know that this is something very hard for people to go through because for me it was. Don't get me wrong, I was very happy to leave that bad relationship that I was in, but a part of me kind of felt bad, and the reason why is because I invested so much time with my ex and it wasn't just that easy to leave, although it was for the benefit, for my sake, and for my mental health. What helped me is because I did things during the relationship, towards the end of the relationship, that helped me to heal much faster than others. Plus, I was so focused on leaving, and so I was more happier than worried about what would happen after the breakup. So let's go ahead and get to it. Now, here is how you can heal a breakup. Let me first say that healing can take time, and it can take a long time from some, and then it can take a short time for others. Again, for me, it took a very short time to heal from the relationship because I was very, very unhappy. And even though I invested a lot of my time in the relationship and I did everything to make it work, at the end of the day, I was still very unhappy. I wanted a better life. So I didn't see myself remaining in that relationship because I knew that it wasn't fulfilling for me and it wasn't healthy in no way. Now, if you hold on to resistance, that's when the healing process can take forever. And holding on to resistance is when you do not allow and you do not surrender. So you want to make sure that you let go of resistance and go with the flow, sit with your emotions, be aware of how you're feeling, and your healing process will be over before you realize it. So the first way to heal from a toxic relationship is accepting that it's over. Now, when you accept that the relationship is over, like you really accept it, you know that if you go back to that relationship, you're going to remain in that toxic relationship and you're going to be unhappy. So if you know that, and you know that there's really nothing you can do, especially if you've been in a relationship and you have tried to work it out, but it just didn't work out, you have to accept that it is over so you can move on with your life. And after you have accepted it, the next thing that you want to do is set firm boundaries. Boundaries is so important to ensure that you do not give in to the nonsense, because your partner, your abuser, they will see you as a target and they will continue to disrespect you. But now this is going to be on you to set boundaries for yourself so they won't cross them. Now, say like if you have ties with your ex, such as having children with them, this is okay. However, you still can set boundaries. You want to set personal boundaries, and you want to let them know that you will not tolerate their disrespect or their toxic behavior. So once you have that in place and you don't allow that to happen to you and you do not tolerate the BS, that's when they would know that they can't come for you. Plus, it will help you with your self-esteem. It will help you boost your confidence because you're sticking up for yourself and you're not allowing anyone to disrespect you. Now, please, in this process, if your ex decides to try to disrespect you, make sure that you remain calm throughout this process when you're dealing with your ex and his toxic behavior, because when you give that energy to them, they're going to keep trying you and trying you. So you want to be calm, but you also want to be consistent as well. The next way to heal from a toxic relationship is to remain no contact. Now, if you don't have kids, this is for you. If you don't have kids together, this is definitely for you. When I say remain no contact, that means that no texting, no calling, no looking at their social media, no looking at old photos of them. Put everything away that reminds you of them. Throw everything out. Block their number even, because this is a new life for you. This is a new beginning for you. And if you are in a relationship that was toxic and you are trying to move on with your life, the best thing you can do for yourself and your mental health is to remain no contact with them. That's basically the no contact rule. So no communication with them whatsoever. Obviously, of course, if you have children, that is a different story, but remember the boundaries that you need to set if you have children. So if not, make sure that you remain no contact. And I mean absolutely nothing. Get rid of anything that they gave you. Put it up, even if it's something that is of value or significant for you. You can't put it up somewhere and don't even look at it for a very long time. Get rid of it or put it up to where you can't see it. Delete their numbers, and again, block their number if you need to. The next way to heal from a toxic relationship is to be kind to yourself. We can create this habit of self-sabotage, blaming ourselves and telling ourselves stories that's going to keep us stuck in a negative self-talk. So be aware and be kind to yourself during this process, because it's just going to inhibit you from moving on from the relationship and from healing. I'm going to share some ways that you can practice being kind to yourself. Forgive yourself. This is important, to forgive yourself, because although you may think it's their fault, you have a part of it in this as well, because you attracted that person too. So some part of you have attracted this because you guys are on that same frequency. So make sure that you forgive yourself for even putting yourself in a situation like this. Journaling is very, very good for healing because it allows you to see what you're going through on a day-to-day basis. If you do journal daily, you journal about how you feel, you will be able to see it, and it will help you to release some of that stress. And also it'll help you to find the root cause of your problems that you are facing. Get enough rest. Sleep is very important. 8 hours of sleep a day will have you feeling more energized, more focused, and you'll be able to concentrate much better. So you want to be able to get as much rest as you need so you won't feel grouchy or more stressed, because that's what happens when you don't get enough rest. And so this actually will put you in a negative mind state, and that can in turn cause you to self-sabotage yourself or negative self-talk and things of that nature. Speak positive affirmations. Affirmations are really good because when you speak things into existence, then it will manifest if you really believe it. So make sure that you are speaking positive things, that everything is going to work out. I am worthy of love. I am going to get through this. Affirmations like that, you want to say to yourself over and over again, especially if you're feeling down. Look in the mirror and start reading some affirmations to yourself out loud to make you feel better and to raise your vibration. Go for a walk. Sometimes we just need to take time out to just go for a walk and get out. If you are stuck in a house, maybe because you work from home, you have a business from home, or whatever the case is, make sure that you take time out and go for a walk. This is going to leave some of the stress that is needed anyway. So walking is very, very good to keep you staying active and to keep your mind staying strong. Meditate. This is something that I do all the time. I love meditating, especially if I'm feeling overwhelmed or I find myself overwhelmed about situations. And when I start to meditate, it actually relieves a lot of that negative self-talk, and it helps to calm the mind tremendously. It helps to keep me at peace. So try meditating. If you have not meditated before, there are plenty of guided meditations on YouTube that you can watch, and that will help you. And that's what I started off with, was guided meditations. Take a break. Take plenty of breaks if you need to. If you have children or if you are working a lot, make sure that you take some time out to take a break. This is important to clear your mind and to stay focused. Say no. Don't be a people pleaser. If you always find yourself saying yes to everything, especially when it comes to your ex, remember to setting boundaries. But if you find yourself doing that, that's when you need to switch things up and start saying no for your own benefit. Get some exercise. Again, staying active is very important to reduce stress and to clear your mind. So any type of exercise will be very beneficial. And lastly, consume healthy eating. Eating healthy is so important. So depending on what you're eating, you can feel sluggish, tired, overwhelmed. Or if you're eating healthy, you can feel energetic and more productive. So make sure that you have a balance as to what you eat and consume every single day. So being kind to yourself is basically just practicing self-care, and this will get you tremendously through your healing process in no time. The next way to heal from a toxic relationship is to surround yourself around positive people and also a positive environment. If you're around negative people, then you're always going to feel negative. So you have to put yourself around people that is uplifting to bring and help your vibration. And this is going to help you to boost your confidence and to boost your self-esteem when you're around people that are uplifting. And even around an environment, if you don't have friends or family, you can do things that you love doing. Go outdoors and have fun with yourself, pamper yourself, do things that is going to make you feel happy, and surround yourself in an environment that is positive. Practice mindfulness. Remember the self-talk, the negative self-talk. So when you are finding yourself putting yourself down, be mindful of that. Don't attach yourself to your thoughts, because you are not your thoughts. You don't have to believe the negative thoughts that come to our minds, because that's what happens and that's what's going to get you. But if you just watch it and notice it and remain calm and don't entertain those thoughts, you'll be okay. But once you start to attach yourself to that negative thought, then that's what you're going to keep attracting. So be very mindful of that. Learn a new hobby. Now, if you already have a hobby, make sure that you start to do those hobbies, whatever that is. If you are creative and you love to make things, make sure you start to do that, because when you were in that toxic relationship, you may have lost a part of yourself. So getting back to you, doing things that you love, is going to be fulfilling to your soul and to your spirit. So make sure that you are getting out there, doing the things that you love, creating what you love, and putting that focus on you, because it's all about you right now. You don't need to be worried about what happened. In order for you to move on, you need to put all that energy and that focus on yourself. So make sure you take up a hobby, or if you, again, already have a hobby, make sure that you start to do things that you love. The next way to heal from a toxic relationship is to not rush into a new relationship so quickly. You'll have to heal from the old relationship before you rush into a new one, because guess what? If you try to rush into a new one, you're going to just be bringing all the problems and all your baggage to that new relationship, and it's not fair to that person. So you don't want to do that, because people do that because they think or feel that they are going to get over their breakup, but actually it's just going to make things worse. So the beauty of being single and taking time off for yourself is when you do work on yourself, the universe is just going to match the perfect person to you, and you won't be continuously attracting the wrong type of relationship if you keep rushing into the relationship because you haven't healed from your past relationship. So keep that in mind. And the last thing that you want to do is definitely seek support. You don't want to be alone in this. So if you have a close friend or a family member that you trust, make sure that you are around them so they can help you in this process, because it's not easy, especially in the beginning of a breakup. So make sure that you're reaching out to loved ones that can support you through this process. Or if you don't have anyone, any family or friends, then you can seek professional support. And that's what professionals are there, is to help and guide you on your journey. So that is all the ways of how to heal from a toxic relationship. I hope that this helped. And if you would like some coaching, I do offer one-on-one coaching, and also I offer an online video courses that you can take to help you through the healing process if you have gotten out of a relationship or if you're still in a toxic relationship, it also can help you as well. If you want to book a call with me, make sure that you do so. The links to all my bookings is in the description box below. And until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Thanks for watching.